What's up, everybody? We've got a PvT for you guys today on my channel. This is best as Protoss, his main race over here, against Tengu White. He's a Terran player. He's always usually top 5, top 10 on the ladder. This is a guy who really didn't shine that much until the last couple of years. I don't think I've ever casted him in an ASL, but I would imagine eventually he's going to get in there. Anyways, this is going to be an interesting one. Best is definitely one of the scariest Protosses in the world. A solid macro Terran. But I've seen Tengu hanging with the very, very best. So this is going to be a fun one. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe to the channel. Check out tastelessthreads.com where you can get my merch. Leave a comment in the channel as well if you like these kind of games, all that stuff, as we get into this PvT here. So, look, this is a map that is pretty tricky, to be honest with you. You've got an expansion over here, a third expansion that you get access to if you can mine out and get behind these minerals. You also have a third base over here. It's a pretty far away third base, so certainly not an easy one for Terran to get. If we do get into an extremely late game, we are going to see the center, the little crucifix area in the middle of the map, used as a place to try to expand to. But PvT can be pretty tricky on this map, for sure. I think more so for the Terran than for the Protoss. Carriers also in the late game are a very strong tech as well. As long as you can kind of hug the sides of the map, you definitely don't want to put them in the middle. In this game, best is going for Nexus first. The question is going to be, what kind of Nexus first build is it? Is it going to be with 2 gates, 1 gate? Is it going to be a forge, after the gateway's done? There's several different ways to approach the matchup. Tengu sends out his first SCV. Not too shocking, the Terran scouts before the Protoss. If you go Nexus first, you need to have all of your workers back there to get that Nexus out as quick as possible. And they're both going to engage with each other down here. This probe is going to spot this SCV, as the SCV is going to turn around and confirm that nobody's in the bottom right. This is a 2-gate... Hold on. Gate? I don't think I've ever quite casted this one. Gate, gas, gate. Huh. I've seen gate, gas, but this is very interesting. So it's an immediate core. Does he get a zealot here, I wonder? By the way, they're both doing a similar thing. It's kind of funny. So Terran's checking the bottom right and the top left first. Protoss... Okay, I think he might have gone through the middle of the map to check for a proxy. He went to the bottom right, then went back up to the middle, then now is going to scout the bottom left. So he's going to see the 3 Marines here. He knows what kind of game he's in. Right now, Protoss is ahead. 1 Zealot was made, by the way, and that'll be followed up with 2 more Dragoons. The Protoss definitely with a little bit of a build order advantage here. That command center is going to start. And how does Terran want to play this? Does he just try to play from behind? He's going to send the first Vulture out on the map. Remember, the one thing that you're really giving up when you go for very quick, fast expand as Protoss is you don't get a Robo out early. He's actually going to go ahead and get a Dragoon range. I've actually seen Robo before Dragoon range, but I guess not in this game. The Vulture gets deflected. It's actually pushed away. The second gas is taken. And back here, we've got the Starport starting. Starport can be a really good way to play. Protoss is not necessarily going to attack you right away. They're a little bit fearful of mines and counterattacks. And so getting a dropship pretty quickly is just a great way to approach this. Now, if you don't get that much damage done with a dropship, it is a problem. So, Protoss still, in a pretty substantial lead here. You can see it's 23 SCVs to about 28 probes. That Robo has started. That's why you want to get your second gas so quickly. You need to play a little bit of catch-up here. And there's going to be a small ring to contain the Terran. So you can see here, just 3 mines planted. So that way the Terran can confirm if anything is going to leave, move, get out on the map, anything like that. Now, the way that Best's main is structured, it's not vulture-proof. A lot of times we'll see, like, this area walled off, or this area even walled off. But that's not the case this time around. So, you know, if there's going to be a dropship out, and I'm pretty sure there will be. Yeah, it started just now. You got to make sure you get your probes away very quickly, and also have Dragoons out on the map to try to intercept that. So we have the first observer started. It's queued up with a second one. Best does put 1 probe through the patch. He's going to send this down here to take a 3rd base. Now, we were just talking about the dropship coming here. This is a very droppable area. There's not a lot Protoss can do to contest this. There's no shuttle in this game, at least not yet. Although I'm sure we'll have one soon. But let's see what exactly Tengu wants to do with the first dropship. It seems like we've got 4 vultures parked over here. So we can scoop these up with the dropship and go into the main, where Best is ready. Now, he could drop over here, but, you know, what is he going to kill? I guess he could probably, you know, damage the Nexus, but I think in that time, Protoss can probably make a shuttle and save it. Vultures are really bad at doing damage to buildings. So that dropship's going to come in now. We're about to have first blood, and the observer goes right by it at the last second. Tengu sees the blur, and he goes, I don't know, man, and decides to back up. The Dragoons just going to stay back here. He's ready for whatever his opponent's going to throw at him. Promptly, a forge is made. That's always the move you want to do if you see a dropship on the map. You need to get cannons. They're going to protect your probes at each of these bases. And instead, he's going to drop this down here. Now, there's already been 2 Dragoons put over here. He can actually fit these through here. I'm sorry. So he can actually come down and just deny this pretty easily. So, you know, not a lot is happening here. The 3 vultures are going to get unloaded over here. Best seems to be pretty prepared. Remember that this number of Dragoons, I mean, you can basically 2-shot vultures. So, you know, when he gets like maybe 2 probes, 3 probes, certainly not enough for the vultures to have paid for themselves. Back at home, there's an observer basically peering into the base. And he doesn't see a command center. There is no command center. And so, this is kind of scary. It usually means there's either going to be a late 3rd base or, you know, a 2-base push. Now, cross spawns a 2-base push. A 2-base all-in is more manageable than if you're adjacent to each other. But, you know, some of these players are so good at dealing with this kind of stuff. Only 1 add-on so far. Cranking out tanks over and over. Best may, in a second here, as these gateways are finishing, throw down a 4th Nexus. We've got more drops coming in here. And, you know, with the vultures over here, oh, he's going to lose that. With the grace of this cannon, he's able to keep these probes protected for a little bit longer. Otherwise, this would have been about a dozen probes that are killed. The Reaver one-shots that. And now Terran's on the move. Notice the Wraith. The Wraith makes it a lot harder to do any fancy tricks with the shuttle. Now Terran's beginning to snake around the map. And, you know, this fight really could go either way. It kind of depends. He doesn't want to overextend, though. Here comes that Wraith now. And you can see he has to back up. He has to respect the... Oh, hold on. There's actually 2 Wraiths here. This is wild. He picks back up again. He's basically pushed the whole attack away. Oh, he's going to just go for it. Okay, he does pull away at the last second. The shuttle does stay alive. It's been a crazy game so far. We do have that 3rd command center being made. So, he is eventually going to try to expand over here. It's been a little bit of a slower, cagier PvT. Both sides really making sure they absolutely have enough that they can't be overwhelmed or overpowered. And so we've had a little bit of a back and forth here in the middle. A very nice spread here with these spider mines. He's actually going to run by and try to see if he can't get any kills with this here now. The Reavers are going to have something to say about that as the final Dragoon is picked off. Command Center's done. Not lifted yet. That's so funny. He only just now started in an academy. That means we're 10 minutes, 30 seconds into this game. There's not been a single scan. Terrans basically just been playing blind. That's how powered up Tengu is right now. He drops the Reaver into the mix. Really good shots over here with the Reaver. He fires another shot. And normally you don't want to really fight Tank Vulture with just Dragoon, but I think he has like just the magic number. Just enough here to pick this off, overpower the Terran, and drive him back. And that was all due to the fact that those Scarab shots were really good. That fourth base is coming. Terran, okay, he has lifted the command center off. He is going to land that over here. But Terran lost a lot of the tanks that were in that game. Dropship is being pulled back over here. And this is pretty much a perfectly timed transfer. Meanwhile, the Dragoons are going to push through here. He's trying to clear the map up of mines. And, you know, there's really not a lot going on for the Terran here. Looks like he sent this command center down a little bit too low. But, you know, this is kind of scary, man. He's got 1, 2, 3 tanks out, 4 tanks out. And that's it. I mean, there's only 2 add-ons now, so we can get tanks in pairs. Hold on a second here. We've got a drop coming through. The shuttle actually sees it, and it's going to stalk it. He drops over by the mine. Is this actually empty? No, he's got 2 Dragoons in here, so this is going to be an insignificant moment. Other than that, you know, the Terran is continuing to not make headway here. He drops onto the mine. Gotta say, actually, this is kind of amazing. He did a really good job controlling this. Yeah, 3 HP. Of course, he can just pick this up again, come out and do the same thing over. So it's 4 base to 3 base. Three kills, actually. Okay, so that drop actually did a little bit of damage. But I'm worried about the counterplay here from Protoss. There's not that much. It's mostly Vultures. Protoss is nearly maxed out at 174 supply. Good shutdown over there. But it's the Zealots that are the real story. He's got so many Zealots that he can basically just plow through this. He's got Templars with Storm ready. I imagine Storm's already been upgraded. In fact, he's already getting the Amulet upgrade or whatever it's called, which gives you more energy. Kind of a slow game, huh? I think what Protoss is doing is right, though. Just mass up, get as much as you can. He's going to put each of these onto different control groups and rally them down here. 2 Templars in the shuttle. You can see the Vultures debated doing a counterattack and basically decided otherwise. And it's going to be paramount that Terran survives this. If you lose this, you're dead. And honestly, I mean, even with how good the mines are spread out, I don't think he's going to be able to pull it off. Now, notice how the Zealots are spread out. They're there to basically bait the mines out and clear the position. And the closer... Okay, he actually shuts down that initial shuttle, so only 1 Templar gets out. Only 1 Storm goes down. There is just so much here, though, for the Zealots. And one has to imagine in this moment, Best isn't even watching this screen over here. He's instead just macroing out as much as he possibly can. This is going to go all the way into the natural. This is going to leave the 2nd base and the 3rd base undefended. And I would imagine this is GG. There it is. Good game. Thank you for watching that. If you like that kind of content, subscribe to the channel, please. We're going to be doing more and more StarCraft content, and with Stormgate and Zero Space around the corner, I'm going to have cool stuff. Casting, my own gameplay, I don't know, tutorials, maybe we'll see. So you do not want to miss out on that. And also go to tastelessthreads.com. That's my merch site where you can find a bunch of cool stuff I'm sure you'll find at least a couple items that would suit your fancy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.